Welcome back, everyone, to the 8th session of Silent Echo, where last we left off, Cecil was spinning around wildly in a room, not exactly sure what he was going to do. Does anyone want to give what they remember as like the sort of like recap of events from last session, or what led you up here?
Kate, you have notes.
Why am I the designated note taker?
You keep bragging that you have notes.
It doesn't have to be notes. It's just like, what do you guys remember so far? It's been a little bit. It doesn't. This isn't like a quiz. This is just knowing where you guys mentally are, so I can we can sort of like land back into it, and I can like adjust for you guys.
Well, if it was a quiz,
are we graded on a curve?
No, there's no grading.
No curve. Who got you guys?
if the whole class fails, can we get a retake?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Restart the campaign.
Restart the campaign. And so you appear in Alpaluk. Hey guys.
We woke up. It was all just a dream.
And then suddenly you hear a familiar knock at the door.
Hello?
Hello? Wait a second. Which room were you guys actually in now? I have to bring you back.
We were with the final boss.
Oh, final boss? Dang, sorry, I brought you to the wrong one. We're just gonna go from here. Load a checkpoint.
Okay, gotcha.
So,
I'll keep that in mind that we're able to load checkpoints.
Yeah.
Okay,
so,
here's the most important note I wrote down.
Uh-huh.
Got it? Snickers can speak gargoyle. Save our asses.
Oh, no.
It's in bold. She saved our asses.
He spoke in common, but okay.
Yeah.
For some reason, one of my notes is organ, D sharp, G flat.
Great notes. What do you guys... Okay, forget the notes. You guys might not be the best of note takers, but that's fine. What do you remember?
That was probably failing?
No. Okay, wait, do you want to go, Hero?
I only had something sarcastic to say, so go ahead.
Okay. After clearing the dining, we went up. We went forward, and instead of left, we went to the right room. And in there were these two puppets. One that believed in Turkov and one that believed in Herman. But then a little more into the room, there were also a gargoyle and a huge wooden, like, Goliath type puppet fighting. And we kind of watched that go on to see the winner and the gargoyle won. To which we encountered him, had a talk with him. He almost killed me. And then, let's see, he said the term Lucinda, but I don't know what it means. Let's see. And then we kept moving forward and are where we are now.
Yes. In this room, a couple of things have also happened here. For instance, Cecil was able to actually try and communicate with that puppet at the table. It seemed to be writing letters, and that seemed to be reflections of the poem that were all along there. And after repeating some certain things back, it repeated them back to him while also writing them down. After that, while not getting answers that they hoped for, they went back to the other side of the table to try and ponder what they'd be doing next. Also, as a quick note, when you guys were talking to the gargoyle, you noticed, the gargoyle didn't notice, but you guys definitely did, some special things of writing appearing on the walls, reflecting parts of the poem. Oop. Okay, I don't get Discord pings, by the way, Luna, so it's better if you ping me in chat.
Ping.
But here, I can change it for you really quick.
Wait.
There's apparently an issue with an extension.
Whoa.
But if you ever need to get my attention on some things, better to just honestly speak it up or just say it in the Twitch chat. I just happen to have Discord up, but like when I have OBS open, it doesn't let me get pings.
Yeah.
For good reason.
And it should be updated now for you. That being said, there was a bunch of writing appearing on the walls, appearing in almost like blood-soaked letters. The gargoyle didn't notice, only you three noticed. And with that, that pretty much catches you up. You also saw in a chest one of the actual puzzle pieces. That is sort of the reason that you were coming here, besides trying to save someone. Was sort of like, hey, we need all these 10 puzzle pieces to solve a puzzle. That being said, though, that catches you guys up to speed, and the room is yours.
We don't need that puzzle piece, right?
Nah, throw it away. Discard.
I'll put it with my mask.
Oh my god.
This item is unique or untradeable. Are you sure you want to discard it?
Miss my homie. He was writing.
He's still there for you.
Oh.
We can move around, right?
Yeah, you can move around. Floor is open.
Hey! That's my friend.
What? What? You have friends?
Get away from him.
But I thought you were antisocial.
Oh, you're talking in character. I was not.
Oh.
Is this a bed or a table?
That is a table. That is a table that's filled with papers with all different writings on them that all seem to be different reflections of the poem.
Ooh.
Snickers crawls onto the table.
3 feet. Okay.
3 feet.
Wait, after a little bit of like issue and trouble, you see like a couple of paws like jumping up before you finally find purchase at the edge of the table, and Snickers scrambles up, pulling herself on top of the table.
Now I can see.
I can fight.
Golden boy, what do these say?
What?
Oh, real? These say what?
Hang on. Is it inside again? No. Hang on.
What are you trying to do?
Read one of the papers.
You just read the paper.
Okay. Well, I read the paper that's Snickers, I presume, is handing to me? Or
Okay.
just pointing at?
It, as I said, is a reflection of one of the poems. It's one of the stanzas. In this case, it would probably be repeat the word, repeat the word, repeat the word. The hole in your room is a hole in you. You came and we let you in through the hole in you. You have always been here, alone, together, smiling, hurt.
Okay, so we are alone together. Some of us are hurt. I don't know about the smiling part, but you know.
Quick,
It's all
everyone,
coming
start smiling! That's the one piece of the puzzle, and you'll solve it. You just had to smile.
Oh boy.
Snickers looks to Cecil. He's just waiting. Is he gonna smile?
Cecil is not smiling.
Turns back to the poem. Like, what do you think is the word they want us to say? God, cabbages.
Oh my. Cinda? Cinda, could that be the word?
Linda? Lucinda?
Lucinda.
Oh.
Linda!
No, Linda.
Linda.
Linda, honey, listen.
Y'all want to just explore or what?
Yeah. Snickers kind of scampers over to the
Oh wait,
bit.
the puzzle piece. Did we grab it?
Yeah,
let's
grabbed
You
it.
did.
Alright.
That would
Cecil's
suck
gonna
if
hold
you
on to
didn't
it.
grab it.
So Cecil's gonna keep it.
Snickers, what if you tell the puppet Lucinda?
Lucinda.
That's such an interesting way to put it.
Nothing.
Okay, here, just a second. If you're telling them Lucinda,
We win. We won the campaign.
you won the game. So good session,
Everybody.
guys. You would get back. Lucinda would get you.
Oh, we're getting something, guys.
Its head will creak in your direction as it slowly snaps into place, looking at you. Meanwhile, its hand writing in a flurry of letters before it finally passes the note to you. It says, "You hear our words, but you forget. It's up to you. Rewind the cassette. Rewind, remind, rebind, refined. Red blind, mankind, resigned."
Okay, guys, we have to find another crystal ball. Go back in time.
The crystal balls are now time traveling machines.
Totally.
Rewind. Are they talking about Lucinda past something?
All I have here is that Lucinda means having to keep fate of this world people in equality, basically. And it is a she. That's what I wrote.
I wrote, Lucinda means family.
No
Lucinda
one
means
gets
no
left
one gets
behind.
left behind.
Yeah.
You.
Somebody say family.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so here's the plan.
Was this in character or out of?
Out of character.
Okay.
Cecil doesn't speak like I speak. Or I will say Cecil speaks.
Okay.
Here's the plan. We leave.
Well, can we investigate the room a little bit more?
I thought we did last session.
You did not.
Oh,
No. We got here.
This thing right there. There is another puppet with another one looking out the window.
so fuck.
Hey,
No,
you
I
remember this?
that from last session, but they weren't moving.
Well, the one both of them weren't like actively moving. They were sort of standing guard there, but they were never investigated.
Oh.
What are they guarding? Wait, let me. Snickers scampers off over to them, and she peeks through Cecil's legs. Like, what are they doing?
Well, the one you see seems to just be standing there motionless. Every so often, its limbs will erratically just like snap into a slightly different position, as if it's just going like. But otherwise, it's just standing there looking at the window, actually. And it seems that there's another silhouette by the window.
What's it looking at out of the window?
You can't see it. You're not close enough.
Okay.
Can I sneak closer?
You can sneak closer if you like.
Okay. Oh god.
I'd like to just walk over there.
Okay. Walk over there.
Okay.
Hey!
Oh, look! 2 for 1!
You see a puppet in regal clothing staring out the broken window. The moonlight gently cascades on its face and its facial features that have been smoothened down to almost a blank template. You can see a vague personality permeating the grains of the wood. It doesn't seem to take notice of you as it continues staring out to a forlorn sky.
Can we know
How
what's
do you
outside?
do, puppet?
Oh, okay.
Oh, you said it's wearing regal clothing?
Yes.
It's not looking at us, right? It's still looking out the window?
Yes.
If we walk up, kind of, how do I put this? Like, we're not sneaking and we walked up in close proximity to it. Does it acknowledge us in any way?
It didn't acknowledge you until Rill said something. But if you want to do something before that happens, like, let me know.
Well, are they, like, turning to see?
Yeah, they're just turning to see right now.
Okay, I will, like, slightly bow to the one in regal clothing.
Ooh, okay.
Snickers copies him.
And with Rill saying, what exactly did you say, Rill?
Said, how do you do, Madam Puppet? Gotta add the madam in there.
Madam. Gotta add the madam in there. It's so true. Let me pull up the thing here really quick. It turns to you, all three of you, and in kindness also gives a small bow to Snickers, to Cecil, and then looks to Rill, and through almost cracked vocal cords straining to permeate through this wooden facade is a soft hello. How do you do? This is very unnerving for me. I'm afraid I have not made the acquaintance of the new court members. What are your names?
Snickers watches Cecil to see what he does.
So has, some sort of high ranking. He will know what to do.
Oh, he's also the most civilized out of all of us.
True.
Cecil stands up straight after his slight bow and says, my name is Cecil. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Cecil. And with an outstretched hand, you hear like the wood creaking and groaning as if it hasn't moved in a long, long time, as it finally outstretches its hand to you for a handshake.
Cecil grabs her hand and does like the kiss on the hand thing.
Okay. Your lips are met with a splintery wood that feels as if though it's been aging for nigh on centuries. When you pull it back, there's really no facial expressions to be had from the puppet, merely a voice that permeates through the blank facade. But other than that, it seems to have been not disgruntled with your actions. Sort of just like it understands that you're going through the motions. And it looks to the other two for them to introduce themselves.
Snickers straightens up after her bow and goes, Snickers, pleasure to meet you. Looks at Cecil and then like reaches out for the hand, ready to kiss it as well.
When she looks over at Cecil is trying very hard not to sigh and just gives a small thumbs up.
They seem kind enough for this, and they extend their hand to Snickers.
She very messily goes on.
Taste test.
A taste of ash and wood. Blech. And as it takes its hand back, it takes a moment to sort of like pat you twice on top of the head.
That's reserved for friends, but okay. She holds it in.
Does little Arthur hand clench?
Arthur, that's for friends.
Okay.
And to Rill?
Rill kneels down and bows her head and states, "My name is Rill." And yeah, that's it. Let's go with that.
It takes a moment soaking in the information before it says, Rill, you are a knight, correct? For these two vassals?
Yes, I am working alongside them.
Alongside, as opposed to under. From what country do you hail?
Give me 1 second before I botch the name.
Yeah,
The
that's
Grand
my
Duchy.
The Grand Duchy of Iglesh? Oh, I have friends over there. A wonderful chance to meet you. It is always a pleasure to invite those from the Grand Duchy of Iglesh.
As it is my pleasure to meet you, my lady.
Do your two vassals also hail from the same land of Iglesh?
Rill looks over to both of them for them to decide whether to reveal where they're from or not.
Snickers has been like leaning over to Cecil and kind of whispering, like, "Dang, Real have some moves."
Dang!
This is whack, yo. Oh, huh? I'm from Nunavik. What's a vassal?
Nunavik. Yeah, I was trying to play a thing there, and if they don't know what vassal means, they just don't know what vassal means. Nunavik.
Nunavik.
Is that a new nation? Are you from a small city-state, perhaps?
That's a great question. I fell asleep in history.
Do you want to do a history check?
No, she said that.
Okay. To Cecil, she asks, "Where do you hail, young vassal?"
Like in Nunavik schools. Who the fuck is this person?
While Euron's looking up what he needs to, can you tell me how to spell Iglesh? Was that what she was saying?
Yes, Iglesh. E-G-L-E-S-H.
E-G-L.
Spell that way.
Thanks. Damn it! It keeps auto-correcting it. There we go.
English?
English?
That's what it fixed it to. But we're good.
Cecil's just gonna make something up.
Okay.
What's the name of a place that doesn't exist? Cecil is from New York.
New York.
He's from he's
I didn't know that.
Oh god.
Is that on the East Coast?
He bows and he says, "I'm from Bredon."
Where's Radon?
That's a funny one. Radon. My, it must have been some while since these old bones have left the castle. I know not of these two nations, Nunavik and Radon. For whence are they located?
Oh, mine.
Oh no, the music.
Yeah.
Nunavik is on the east, with plains, big grass, and lots of wildlife for hunting.
My, from what you describe, sounds a lot like the nation of Ivraia. Are you certain that they have not undergone some political upheaval and maybe renamed themselves under a new ruler?
That's a good theory. What's your name, by the way? Like, what should we call you?
Real kind of like jabs her with her elbow. It's like, hey, be a little more polite so we can get information.
It's just funny, just being like ribbing her, being like, hey, be polite. don't do anything bad here. My name is Kate Landon, maid to Lucinda.
Oh.
I may not hold the highest of offices, but Mistress has deemed me worthy enough to have a guard and to allow myself to present in more regal clothing as befits a station for the one who helps all.
Well,
I'm
this
so glad
puppet.
we didn't attack.
Yeah. So this puppet right behind her, this one must be her guard. Yeah.
Ask her.
You were the one who was getting information,
fine.
not me.
But you're standing right behind me. I didn't know hearing range had a distance of like 2 feet. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking hushed whispers here, going.
No.
And no one said anything. And that was the end of the conversation.
I put a meme in the silent echo chat.
Oh, okay.
Okay, back to it, guys.
Have you guys heard of the Hunt?
Do you have a moment to talk about our Lord and Savior, the Hun? Oh, God.
Which number are you in it, by the way, Luna?
Funny you should ask. There's a long story about it.
Jeez. Okay, but yeah, she mentions that she has been given a bodyguard and allowed more regal clothing than one of her usual stature.
Oh, you look really nice.
Oh, thank you. And the wood almost like cracks a little bit in the place of where a smile would be, right at like where the lip would upturn for a smile. She goes,
Oh no.
It's been a while since I've heard a compliment as such. Thank you.
Do we see cracks there?
You see a small crack form, yes.
Oh no. You want to know how I got these scars?
Oh my god.
So Cecil's actually going to speak up and say, Snickers actually would love to tell you a tale about the Hunt. And just like looks at Snickers and nods.
The Hunt? That is definitely not any tradition I have heard of.
Oh, I think you'll like it. So the Hunt is
Cecil's
like
gonna step. So this puppet, like now that I'm like south of it, is it staring at me or is it watching them since they're closer to the?
It is watching them.
Can I like poke it? Like, is it's moved? It's like sentient. We know that much at least.
Yes.
If I like wave a hand in front of it, is it gonna follow?
Well,
can I, like,
you're on
do
the
that real quick?
you're behind it right now.
Yeah,
so you wanna
yeah.
get-
I'm just gonna like reach.
Oh, reach in front of it and wave.
Yeah,
Okay.
in front of it and like wave my hand a little bit.
Its head will like snap in your direction, not saying anything, not doing anything, but it'll like immediately turn its attention to you.
Like it's still facing forward, but the head snaps around, or
Yeah.
what the fuck? Okay. Oops, sorry. Just checking. See if you needed spectacles.
The head
Wow,
like
that's
cocks
so
sideways, doesn't say anything before it almost like swivels back in place, looking ahead at its mistress.
I'm gonna just check around the room over here. Check. Is this a? What is this?
That for these purposes, it's just a wall.
Oh, okay. Gosh.
Wait, so above table, so was Snickers going to tell her or no?
Yes.
About the
Yeah, she's
Cecil
battling
wanted
right
to do
now.
like a quick thing as he like got her like distracted. We're coming back to Snickers in just a second. I'm giving Cecil like one more search.
This is a big ass fucking webs. Goddamn.
Giant
Imagine
webs.
the spiders.
Can I roll like an insight check or maybe an investigation or something to see what's around the room? Perception?
Sure.
I don't know. You tell me.
Totally. Just do a
What should I
perception.
roll? Perception. Bam.
Perception 18. So the room has checkered floors made of marble, alternating between marble and quartz. The walls themselves look as though they were regal at one point, but have fallen through to decay. Giant spider webs litter the walls in the corners, although their inhabitants seem to be mysteriously absent between everything. The walls themselves are adorned with, you know, what you would usually see in a palace or a castle of tapestries and a couple of paintings of some foreign dignitary that had come to visit and gave their own personage as patronage, and other such small little details. There's nothing that really sticks out to you, more so that it just seems dilapidated in nature, but as though it had a sense of regalness to it at one point.
Did you just use a 5-syllable word in a sentence to me?
I did, sorry. It looks
How
old.
Dare you?
Oh my god.
Effective.
right.
Meanwhile, cutting back to Snickers, what did you want to say of the hunt, Snickers?
So I thought we could like kind of cut to the end of her babbling, where they all
Okay.
gathered together with the biggest.
and
Slap it on the table to eat.
Wow.
Cecil slides back in as soon as she finishes.
Okay. That's quite interesting of a culture. I have never heard of anything from any of the surrounding lands
Cecil
being
nods.
as such.
46th in there.
Cecil nods. Very interesting.
Snickers looks back at
nation-
him and smiles like he's taking an interest.
Oh,
The nation
Cecil
of
looks down.
Ivraia has quite changed.
Cecil looks down at Snickers. Wait, so you smiled? Like Snickers smiled?
Yeah, it was like
Okay.
that colon D.
Aww. Okay. Cecil looks down, like at the smiling rat in front of him. It's just like, oh my god, she thinks I care. Like in his head though. So
Yeah, in his head.
he nods. Another thumbs up. Slight smile. Tries for one of those like awkward forced smiles, but you know, like slight
Ooh.
smile.
Yeah, the forced smile, just being like, it's so cool. But the puppet finishes speaking, as she said, like, the nation of Ivraia has changed much since I last left the castle if such a rich culture has already developed in a nation I not even knew the name of. I apologize for being so ignorant, but please tell me the cultures of your two places, young vassals and knight. Of what has become of Iglesh? What has become of this new place, Bradan?
Snicker kind of raises her hands first, and she's like, but you haven't told us anything about yourself.
Stands up and addresses Lady Landon and asks her, "My lady, what have you been doing in this, she said castle or tower before?"
She said castle.
Okay. What have you been doing in this castle this whole
Oh my
time?
god.
Is this your room? Your chambers? I don't know what it is.
No, this is but this is but the preparatory area where scribes come when they have an idea that they must write, or sometimes us handmaidens come over here to prepare for any sort of event or such. It is a nice resting area, as most would see, but lately and you can see that she's sort of like becoming slower already to her slow cadence. More words just like being a little harder to find as she's thinking of why she is here. And she goes, I was enraptured by this sky. It feels like a sky I have not seen before. The stars are in different places than I'm used to.
Cecil nods, and because she mentioned the scribe earlier, and points in the direction of the person at the table, or the puppet at the table over here. Says, "Yes, I've met one of the scribes, a great fellow."
Oh yes, the scribes are a quiet bunch, but when you get past their hard outer shell, they open up quite nicely to you. The words that they flow with are like honey. They write with a certain prose that I could never truly find the words for myself.
Does honey
Just
flow?
gasped. Oh, does that mean you have a honey?
No, I do not. I
You
am
wish to have had a honey among these scribes?
I am celibate.
Oh my.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, way to fucking bring it up, Snickers. God damn it.
She says, "There's no need to apologize, for I am voluntarily. It is for the reasons of my lady that I keep myself pure. I have never taken one by my side, for the nation and the world that my mistress cares for is the one that I stand by."
Where is your lady?
Lady Lucinda is with her mund, preparing on some recourse to save this dying world. We are in our final days, and they aim to make... And she sighs. You can almost see the wood, you know how like you can see wood breathe as it like is soaked up with water and such? You can feel that happening with where the blank face is before it looks back to the sky. It's face enshrouded by the moon, and you see a single tear go through the wood grains and fall down. She says, "She works so hard, her and her mund. They have a plan to try and save this world. I know not if I will come along, but for whatever they do, I aim to assist."
Oh, this is a cobweb, right?
Yes, that's a cobweb.
Okay, Snickers grabs the cobweb and wraps it around the tip of her horn. And then like next to the puppet tries to stand on her tippy toes and like dab the little webs around where the tear was.
She accepts it. And she goes, "Oh, thank you, child." And she like one of her hands creaks slowly, almost as if in pain, before it like touches it to her face after you take your horn away, where the tear was running down. I know not where she is in the castle at the moment, but she relayed to me that I should wait here for her orders when she returns. And that in the meanwhile, since I am in the part of the castle sequestered, to sorry, my like voice just like cracked between all of that. To Torkath, that I will assist him in any matters that he needs in the meanwhile.
You happen to know where Turkov is?
Tarkov, bleh, sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't have my notes open with me.
Tarkov.
Little
Oh, okay.
Tarkov.
Tarkov? Got it.
Tarkov, yep.
Yep, Tarkov, the video game.
We need to escape from Tarkov.
Oh no!
Alright, so what if, guys, hear me out. What if, this is above table. What if, she said castle, alright, but it's a tower. But what if this is like just the tower, and then when the tower is done, it's gonna build the rest of the castle? Or what if the castle is under the tower and we can only see the tower part of it? Or what if the castle just isn't going to be built at all and it's just a tower and she's delusional thinking that this is a castle?
I had a different theory.
Thoughts?
Well,
I mean, not theory.
my thought was that this has happened before and it was unsuccessful the first time. The castle that they actually did live in was, demolished. She's talking about like countries that haven't happened or, have changed and shifted. So everything from the past is happening again, but who knows what set it off.
Okay, you guys want to hear my theory?
Yeah.
Okay. So my theory is that they've actually been hunkered down in what they believed was the castle, but in reality, it was never a castle. It was just a tower. And so if you guys remember those puppets prior, the ones that were in the banquet hall, they were talking about, they went out to get supplies to keep us safe and, to stay inside and all that.
It's COVID, yeah.
They went out with their masks, it's fine.
Oh, this
Wooden masks.
is real immersion here.
This is real topical, yeah. I like this campaign. What I like actually think, if I were to guess right now, is there's like a really old castle that all these people were real at one point, and something happened and they all died or the castle fell apart, and somehow one person from this castle is alive or like undead or whatever and has a lot of power, and just to like deal with the fact that all of these people are dead, he's like recreating them in the form of puppets and is like, it's just like home, and he's like creating a dollhouse with all his friends, like trying to mimic their personalities.
Pokemon the third movie?
I don't remember that movie.
Oh,
Which
okay.
third
The one with
movie?
Entei?
That was the Entei one where she made her own world because her daddy never was home.
Oh my god, is this another daddy?
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 Daddy? My
That
friends
reminds me.
are all
Cecil
dead.
will be right back. Cecil pulls out his iPhone 11, 12. What are we on?
13.
Daddy? 13. Jesus, fuck.
Daddy?
Daddy, this place is absolutely dreadful.
There's
Can you
puppets
send over
everywhere.
servants?
I've
There's
been
puppets
attacked
everywhere.
by
We almost
servants.
died.
Yeah.
This rat almost killed us.
Fire them, Daddy.
I was up with you up to the point where they were all dead. I think they were transferring their souls into the puppets to live forever, and that worked, but not in the way they intended.
Hmm.
But yeah, I guess
Why puppets then? I mean, we saw earlier there's strings being controlled, right? So
yeah.
You saw
That's
earlier
fine.
there's strings being controlled. Do you want to roll a perception check as you never did on these ones?
why have we never thought about this?
I want to roll perception.
Roll your perception.
But I also have something to ask her afterwards. Perception.
Sure.
Perception.
Same.
What you?
Oh.
You notice that betwixt these two puppets, the one that is the guard still has almost all of its strings attached. It's like about like 8 to 10 in total that string themselves northward. Well, like sort of up and northward. It's not like going through you guys. But the one of Lady Landon has but one string and is connected to the back, to her back where the neck connects to the back itself, like on the nape of the neck. And it's just the one. And
If you
it seems to be going north, but like it meanders in a way. It is not taut.
you guys notice how the more strings are cut, it seems like the more human they are.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Like whenever we cut off the strings for the other ones, they would like thank us. Or I guess if we just killed them, they'd thank us. But yeah, like when we cut them off, I don't know.
Oh.
That's my theory. That's my theory.
What if above table, Turkoff, Lucinda, and Herman are like life sources for them? Eh?
I'd like to ask her if she knows where Turkov is, because we're on a journey.
Wait, hold on. I want to ask her something.
Oh, okay, well then.
Because I was talking to her. Let's see, what was the last thing she said? That she was stuck or she was told to stay here and help with Turkov. Oh, I was like, so Snickers tells her, oh, you seem to really, really love this Lucinda. Like, what's she like?
Lucinda, and she's going to take a long bit of pauses in between everything as she sort of struggles to recall and pull forth this information, but almost with like under the guise or the veil of sentiment. And as she finally pulls forward the information, she goes, Lucinda was a kind soul. She worked tirelessly for the betterment of just any nation, but the world. Well, you see, and she struggles again as she is sort of like wondering like exactly how best to put this. The world was not always like this, child. It is clear that you are younger in your years, but the final days that we find ourselves faced with, they're not what this land once was. It was beautiful. The skies of amber and green fields. We mean to protect that and bring back that world for generations like you and Lucinda with her Hermund. They worked tirelessly for that, to save us. I know not of exactly their plans, but Lucinda herself was a young lady that worked herself up from almost no regal status, buying her way through various trades and deals of positions of power until she finally became head of state, even at the world capital of Austin. And it's Osten, not Texas.
Ooh.
Here, actually, no wait. Oh, wait, my notes were actually wrong. It's Eblen.
Yeah, that's what I
Everything
thought.
starts.
Yeah.
Yep, sorry about that.
Spelling?
Eblen.
It's still spelled Austin. It's just
It's still spelled Austin. No, it's Eblen. At the world capital of Eblen. To protect the world of Aethon. Everything that is in this world of Aethon they have worked together as a pair, for she met Hermund, the sort of golden child of the state court, a magician in his own right, through and through, that was able to weave Aether as if it was silk into a thread. Creations came from nothingness, and his mind bore the fruits of all our hopes and dreams. Together, her with her political status and ways to weave about society, and his ways to conjure the world into what it should be, or what we dreamed it would be, they were a force to be reckoned with, and it was my lovely duty to assist them in such a thing, and whatever they needed to ease their burdens. For now, though, as the final days approach, they've locked themselves away up in that tower of theirs, insisting that they had some plan to go through everything and save us all. I know not what it is, but I trust in them. Lucinda and Hermund. And so here I wait on their orders.
Do you happen to know where in their tower they locked themselves?
At the very top, they said something about, I forget exactly what it is, but something about being closer to the stars in order for their plan to work. And so they have locked themselves away at the very top.
So Rill decides to walk towards the window and look out to see if she can spot how high they are on the tower, or how much they have to go.
You guys should be around like the 11th or 12th floor.
Damn. Okay. Would I recognize the star? The constellation
You recognize
she
the
was talking
stars.
about?
You absolutely. This is a sky very comfortable to you. You've grown up under these stars as you swam along the shores of the Grand Duchy of Kunacleth. Where they shine, maybe slightly off from where you were over in the southern part of the world, but definitely you recognize all these constellations and stars.
Would any of the constellations, like, if I did a history check, I guess? Would
Go
it,
for
like,
it.
ring a bell, like, something? Okay.
Would it ring a bell of what? What are you trying to recall through history?
My bad, I rolled. To see if there's, like, any information that a constellation might offer. Like, you can only see it on this side of the world, as opposed to in the south.
No. None of those. It's not that you can't recall. It's just that like none of these stars behave that way. All of the stars are just like basic constellations and such that you can see throughout. They have their own meanings and things, but that's not really what you're trying to recall at the moment. None of them are like obscured in any different part of the worlds.
Okay. Rill looks over at Snickers, and at Cecil gives a slight nod and looks over to Lady Landon. I keep wanting to say Langdon. And says, "Well, my lady, I believe it is time for us to leave, and we will seek out Turkov and Lady Lucinda."
Ah, wonderful. It was a pleasure meeting you three. Thank you for giving me some chord of interest. It has been some while since I've moved from this spot, and I dare say I forgot how long it's been. This has been a wonderful respite, and you mentioned you were out to find Turkoth, correct? He should be in the north of the castle. Please, I was instructed to give him this letter when he came to offer my services.
I'll take the letter.
If you would,
No.
please
Rill will take the
it
letter.
to him.
I'll take
She
it.
extends her hand.
To who?
She just extends her hand out in general for
I'd like
the
to
party to
roll.
take.
I'd like to roll for sleight of hand to get it.
Sleight of
faster.
hand. I will allow that.
Shit.
But now, no. Here's the thing: sleight of hand. It is a battle between the two people. So Rill now
Right,
rolls.
kid.
Oh.
Yes.
Rill is able to take it quicker.
Is it sealed?
It is not sealed. It is just like a parchment just rolled up.
That's all I care about, actually.
I bow after getting the paper.
Cecil bows
and
first.
say, Thank you.
Cecil bows. He misses the paper and he turns it like into a bow to be like, oh.
This is what I intended.
Okay. She gently bows back to you, Cecil, before looking at Rill and Snickers and giving them a bow each and going, "A wonderful evening to you all. I hope that one day these stars will feel more familiar."
Snickers bows back, and she thinks like they got to do the hand kissy thing again, so she's like waiting.
She turns back to the window, looking at the moon.
Oh, okay.
Girl starts to walk away. Letter in her pouch.
Snickers scampers out after.
I will follow.
Meow.
Meow. Where would you guys like to go from here?
North.
Well,
the window.
the north is a window.
Meow.
Meow. Cecil finds himself in a very familiar sight, falling down the
Yeah.
tower.
Luckily, I have the Chris.
Oh. Where would you guys like to go from here?
Oh, what's the letter say?
Oh.
Mm.
Well,
Do you
get out of
open it?
earshot first.
Oh, okay.
Just around the corner.
Oh God. Wait for me, you guys. Wait,
What's
question.
the letter say?
Is this a door?
No,
Stairways?
that's not a door. Sorry.
Door.
Imagine that
Oh.
whole right side is just like a wall filled with like nice furnishings and such.
Wow.
Okay, my bad.
Hmm?
Oh, hang on.
That is a door that you came through.
Oh, okay, never mind.
What about this way? Nothing.
That is the end of a hall. That is a statue that you saw beforehand.
Let's ram it.
Ram it with Snickers?
Premise?
My God.
Premise? Okay.
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 Let's see that letter.
Yes. So, Brill pulls out the letter and carefully opens it.
Carefully. The letter.
Yeah, it's old.
It's old. I'm so old.
Ye
I'm
old
so
parchment.
old.
I'm so old.
Okay, here's a moment where I do need to ask you guys just one quick thing, since it's been a little bit of a moment and my notes were lacking in this part. How many journals have you guys unlocked?
Here,
All
let
of
me
them.
let you know.
All of them. Well, then this journal says nothing.
Oh.
I have Boobin's journal.
Okay, but there were some entries you unlocked in here, not Vubin's journal, but like there were things describing the tower and the such
Uh-oh.
Oh,
that I said to you guys.
here, let me
Alright,
let me go back.
Because I believe you're on journal 3, but you might be on journal 4.
We got some. Okay, we have the tower's being constructed by Hermond. So pretty
Okay.
much how he financed it.
Yes.
Next to the pot in the study, the origins of how they started creating the puppets. There's a letter that we also uncovered that said, "Your kindness is unlimited and unbound by these mortal coils."
Okay. Yes.
That's all I
Coil.
got.
Okay.
I'm still looking. Hang on.
It was on session 5.
Did you say that the journal next to the pot was origins of how the practice began?
Of how they started creating the puppets.
How they
There's
started,
also-
because it was within a bubbling bath of Medusa's blood, heart of steed, and sealed with man's last breath. It acts as the anchor,
Yeah.
but truly is painting the pier we will dock at. Yeah.
I have journal entry number 2.
You have journal entry number 2 about all of my predictions were correct, save this. All of my research led to one conclusion. The thing about like the fact that the brains do not go through the transference completely. Their brains leaving only a stain of an imprint.
Yeah, I put first transfers of souls worked. Patrons hesitant, trusted mage. Yeah.
And then the rest of that was their brains leaving only a stain of an imprint, an echo without reason. I have failed them, though only I can bear witness to this. Yeah. If you guys would like, I will post the journals that you have unlocked so you could read them in your full and like review them.
Yes.
For some things.
Please.
Because I know you have 1, 2, and tell me if this one rings familiar to you. Because if not, that's what this one says. The obelisks of this world's demise sit upon our doors, slowly filling the chambers of the tower. I've done my best to aid what I could, even turning some of the gargoyles at death's door into puppets of my own to stem the tide. It seems once the soul is exuded, it becomes able to control, more permeable through my methods, through basic etheric commands. I would say I'm sorry that what I promised to be a haven of safety I have now weaponized, but any semblance of what these people were is but a faded echo now, and the least I can do to atone for what I've done is to help those who remain, and trust in Ermund and Lucinda. That, and almost like it's scratched out at the end, that sentence, and beneath it, hastily written, that is a poor excuse. I shoved them to the front lines, not for their own sake, but for the compliments to cease. The gratification and wonder each of them betray without end is a burden my soul cannot bear. The equivalent to a student being lauded with awards for a paper he stole. I hope their wood splinters among the palisades, and their mouths stuffed with stone that their acolytes cannot chomp through.
Doesn't ring a bell to me. Maybe somebody else got it?
That is Journal 3's entry for you. The one that you guys did see before that Cecil unlocked from the scribe was the other journal, which I'll repeat again, because this one I did have marked. Most of them are gone, but a few of the puppets hold strong. I endure them as a sacrifice while Ermund and Lucinda finish their plans. Only a while longer. They break through most of the barriers as I sleep. I am an imperfect human controlling these woodworked warriors. Perhaps if I find the error from my previous ways, I can remedy this.
Cecil found journal entry number what?
4. From the scribe as he talked the poem to it. I gave him that little scrap. But I skipped that one because that's the one that it gives. Journal 3 you unlock by this thing. So Journal entry 3.
I also have a whole ass painting of Tarkov.
Yeah, you do. Just in your like back pocket, just like a whoop. The classic fantasy RPG. I'll put my hand behind my back and now I have it.
Brew.
Okay. So now we can open the letter, right?
No, that is the letter. The letter, what she thought was a letter, was actually a journal entry from Turkov.
Oh. Let me write this down. Hang on. Fixing it.
Oh. Wow. If you copy anything from a Google Doc, it displays it like that? That's stupid.
Oh, it's code block.
How do I just take the Google text? That's wild.
It's wild.
And here, I'll just put some images, I guess, for you guys in your little chat. Because you have these unlocked.
Ooh.
Oh my god.
But that's what is read in the letter. What she thought was a letter was but a journal entry, penned by Turkov himself, all of the handwriting seeming to match.
I wonder how many journal entries there are.
If it's a journal, it has to be more than 4 pages, you know?
I need at least 30 entries here.
Who knows? Maybe he never got to finish it.
Maybe.
Here's a peeks at it. And she says, like, I guess he's not doing it for the betterment of the world after all anymore.
Trying to fix his mistakes, but at the same time, it seems like he's trying to repair his ego. But then he says trust in Hermund and Lucinda.
Maybe we should talk to Hermund and Lucinda. Do you think they're at the top, like Lady Kate said?
Could be. Considering, hang on. Since they were trying to. Okay, this is above table. I remember writing down somewhere where Turkov was mentioned, and the 2 wooden puppets said they have to trust Hermund because otherwise they'll be taken over by the stone plague. So they could be just getting as far away as possible, which would be the top. So let us fly.
I have it written that the 2 puppets arguing. One is for Turkov and one is for Hermund, and it seems like there's like a little, what's it called? Like a split between advocating for them. But a lot of the puppets don't talk about Lucinda.
Mm-hmm.
It's all Tarkov this, Tarkov that.
Yeah.
Hermund this.
On that.
Well, I guess safe to say we go on the journey to find Turkov, Hermund, and Lucinda. Whoever we come across first, hey.
Snickers makes a disgusted face. Does that mean we have to talk to that jerk down there again?
I'm right here.
No, not you.
What jerk, Snickers?
The guy with all the hair, the white hair and the mask, and he's really rude.
Oh, you mean, what's his name?
Kark.
Oh, you're talking about the one who got us here?
Kark.
Yeah.
Chuckle fuck.
Chuckle fuck.
Do we have to talk to Chucklefuck again to get to the top?
Possibly. I mean, we do have... Wait, question. We all know that Cecil has a piece of the puzzle, right? It wasn't like he hid it away or anything?
Well,
I didn't hide it.
he didn't hide it, no.
Okay.
Okay.
But I also wasn't like, ooh, a piece of puzzle, and then put it away.
Ooh, a piece of puzzle.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh.
As you guys are talking, by the way, give me a perception roll.
Okay.
Oh god, okay.
Wait. Cade has... Oh, never mind. You're... Wait! We rolled 3 18s in a row. The prophecy has been completed.
And there's a 4.
God, you guys watched...
Everyone but Luna. So Luna, you're so engrossed by this letter and like looking at it, like what could these letters mean? That you don't notice what what both Cecil and Rill notice writing itself on the walls.
Oh no. What did the writing say?
Glistening in a substance that looks like blood. Written on the wall right next to you to the south. It says, "We hold the key while you see the locks. We've risen, remnants of the isn't, stuck within a schism." The open, and then on another part to the west, writing itself on top of this the statue, What looked like tears of blood raining from its eyes before are now forming themselves into words. White pearls stained by red iris. The opened oyster itself become virus. Leave your insides by the door. Never trust a fox.
That's way better than what I thought it was gonna say.
It's just gonna say a bunch of like bad gamer words.
I thought it was gonna say the Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air beware.
Okay, so Rill looks at Cecil and does that thing where her hand is palm up and then the fist comes down on it. It says, "Don't trust the fox. We can't trust Kark."
Huh? What are you talking? Oh my god, there's writing on the wall.
oh my god!
This fucking guy.
No, it's gonna do. Okay, so Cade.
Okay, Cecil.
Yeah, Rill said like a big
I'm
thing, and their
ignoring
only
it.
response was, "Oh wow, writing."
Oh my.
Bigger than that. She's just short, so big reactions seem normal.
Okay,
Normal.
but do you want to react to what Rill said?
Yeah, it's like, oh well, I mean, I didn't like him anyway, so that's easy.
Well, I had my suspicions of him. Not entirely sure I'd want to trust him 100% anyways.
But do we still need him to get to the top of the tower?
If we fix the puzzle or the machine, maybe we can control where we go.
Oh, I'm not good with mechanics. And it doesn't seem like mechanics like you either. I mean, look at you and Terry.
Oh my god. This fucking guy. Come on, me and Terry, we nipped that in the bud.
Yeah, where's Terry then?
The last words you said to him were, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then left.
I hate you guys.
Are you hate us? You're the one who said it.
Above table, I hate you. Alright guys. Let's move onward. Cecil, lead the way.
Anga.
Unga bunga?
Unga
Yes.
bunga.
I'd like to call upon my sense of direction. Well, there's only
Yes.
one way out, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the way we came in.
Unless
God damn, my sense of direction. What?
unless we ram
Unless?
Snickers into that statue over here.
Grab Snickers! Grab!
And you guys find yourselves over here.
This is new.
No, it's not new. You guys are here.
Oh. You know, it's dark. Can't see much. That's
So
the
this
end
is
of
the door
way.
that we just came in.
Yeah,
or
it
out
came
of.
from us.
What is this?
What is that?
Oh, well,
What is that?
hang on. I'm going.
Meanwhile,
Investigate,
Snickers is
investigate.
leaving.
I'm
Sorry.
investigating.
Snickers is like the kid that's not paying attention, turns around, and the parents are gone.
All it did was just move more to the left.
Like, where are they?
Guys?
It is
I
a
would like to
yeah.
Uh-huh.
It is a pile of pots. And in those pots, because you investigated it, you find
Wait.
yourselves- Yes.
I got
you,
this.
You gotta wait your turn. It's
Pull
my
out
turn
sword.
now.
Yeah! Yeah!
You find yourselves, this piece.
Hey now! Woo! Adding that to my equipment.
With one side of the
The
canister holding two wooden knives and the other none.
Wait, oh,
The loot goblin wings.
Sorry, you wanted it back?
No.
I
What?
just want to see the whole thing. I can only, because like we're in like
Oh,
darkness.
yeah.
Oh, you're in darkness. Wait a second.
Can
I
you
don't
make
know
it
how to-
smaller?
Yeah, sure. I can make it smaller, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, just make it smaller and put it in your eyes. And oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Snickers takes it. Snickers takes
Snickers?
it. Real takes it.
Snickers?
It's mine.
Snickers takes it. Snickers left
Give it
that
back.
shit.
Snickers, what do you have? A knife.
It's mine. Sorry. I take it. Real takes it. Puts it away.
Yeah.
The loot goblin always wins.
It wins. Remember, that is part of the reason that you guys are here, is to find the pieces for the puzzle that you immediately refuse to try and study.
Fuck it, let's murder Hobo.
No.
Go back and kill the woman.
Oh,
Let's
don't
go back and
murder.
kill her. Hey, Miss Landon.
Was that the only thing in those pots?
That was the only thing.
Yeah. Can I break them with
Okay.
my sword now and see if any rubies come out?
Yeah,
No, please. You're gonna bring puppets to kill us?
only one
No.
ruby came out. Sorry.
Yeah. Alright.
The pots shatter and crackle
And pop?
and pop.
Rice Krispies.
And then-
that smiles.
You make your way over here.
Alright.
What took you guys so long?
Jesus Christ.
Who's Jesus?
Oh
That's
my god.
not. That wasn't in character.
Since Snickers was far away when I found the piece, does she know or no?
No, you'd have to tell her.
Okay. Snickers, we found another piece to the puzzle. We're on a roll.
That's Pog.
Oh,
I'm. Okay, bye everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Oh.
so cringe.
So
Oh.
cringe.
What a cringe lord. Am I right? Dab.
I didn't know Snickers was a gamer.
What's a gamer?
Oh no.
no.
Game? Like the hunt? Oh, I can
Like
hunt
the
that.
hunt?
Kill me.
No.
Oh,
Is-
making
is
your
this
way
a
to the
piece of wood?
left. No,
Haven't we
That's
already
just-
gone this way?
you have been this way, but you didn't fully explore that way. That's the way that should lead you to where you saw the gargoyle.
Oh, I'm scared. I don't want to see him again.
No, we didn't go north, though.
North is where you came from.
No, like in that room.
Room?
Oh,
No.
in that, yeah, you never explored the north of that room. Yeah.
Okay. Go. Snickers, lead us. He'll recognize. He'll recognize your face. He won't want to harm us.
When I see your face.
Going
I
through
am a
some.
believer.
I'm a believer. Going
Oh
through
my
some
God,
other
where did I go?
tunnels and stuff, you find yourselves back here.
Okay.
Maybe these puppets are friendly.
How many strings they have?
Let's find out. Let's go.
Yeah, can we see from here? Do I need a perception?
You just need a perception roll.
I'm gonna perception the
I want to perceive
hell.
It's hard to see through the darkness exactly how many glints of wire there are for you,
I'm
Cecil.
not perceiving.
But for
What if-
Luna,
What if?
mhm.
Which
No, nothing. Go.
Okay. So for the other two, Cecil's the only one that's not entirely able to make out how many strings there are. Both of these puppets
Fuck.
seem like they have like 6 to 7 strings sprouting from their bodies.
Can my perception check determine what kind? Are they dressed in regal clothing like Kate Landon was?
So one is dressed in regal clothing that befits a court mage. That is the one on the far right of the table. The one on the far left, they are in regal clothing of like a court, like politician.
Okay.
And the one on the left, Snickers, I'm not sure if you remember, but that's the one that put down that doll in the hallway.
Oh, I love that doll. Which goes to the-
Regal clothing of magician to the right.
They are still arguing incessantly at each other, almost engrossed in the conversation.
Right.
And Rill, because you did a perception roll here, I can give this one to you. Behind them seems to be an entranceway to a place further up north.
Okay, so that's Snickers. This must be the way.
Is this the way?
Do you know the way?
Okay. I'm gonna try to just walk normally around them. Wait. No, first. Snickers, hold on. Trying to find where.
Can I roll to act puppet-like?
Sure, you can roll
Sounds like
to act.
performance.
You can just. Yeah, it sounds like performance, doesn't it?
You're right, that sounds like a good idea.
I'm a
Okay,
fucking puppet,
You can do.
y'all.
You can do either performance or deception, I suppose, for this.
Snickers starts to copy Cecil.
Okay, roll for it. And then, Rill, are you doing this as well?
While they're attempting to be puppet-like, I'm gonna walk along the wall and sneak my way.
Okay, then you need to give me some sneak rolls here.
Sneak!
My God.
Oh, there we go. 19. You're all able to
She do
go
be
by.
sneaking, though.
Yeah, she do be sneaking. You're all able to go by pretty on your own.
Oh God.
We're in a different
Hold on.
room right now.
Can you
so-
repeat that?
You're all able to go through this room pretty fine.
Okay.
Okay, let's go, guys.
Just in case, I'm gonna walk by very puppet-like and just repeat the word. Repeat the word.
And meanwhile, they're arguing with each other like, no, Armand is going to save us. He knows what he's doing. No, Tarkov is a man of much science and skill. Look, he has repeated look what he's done already, these people. They may seem a little mindless, only words, but they know everything that they're doing.
Can I go through here?
No. That part's blocked off, sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna
That's
go down
a
here
little
then.
wrecked part of the wall. But there is that entranceway that Rill and Snickers are at. What are you looking down
is
at
that
the
an
south for?
entrance?
Yeah, there's an entranceway there. That's the thing Rill spotted.
We explored
Oh.
kind of south. We don't need to go there, right?
Yeah,
think we-
I can tell you above table, just to like help things. You fully explored this.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's go
this
north.
was where the gargoyle was.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know if we. I honestly don't remember if there was anything like special on this side.
We can always come back.
Yeah. Rewind. Remind.
Hello. You find yourselves in a small storage shed, seemingly filled with scholarly documents and notes. It seems that what once was like not a shed, like a closeted area, has become a small workshop, abandoned at this point, but filled with reservoirs of just like quick, dirty things. Someone would come in here and quickly write something down, test something out, maybe cobble together, and then leave. At this point, though, it seems to have been retaken by nature. The cold bricks emanating a coldness that even the torch is not able to warm. Cockroaches seem to be skittering about the floor as well, underneath all of the desks up to the various other
Rill?
areas in here.
Rill
Now
wants
this-
to investigate these pots again.
Okay. Investigate some
Clicking.
pots.
Cecil's waiting for her to investigate. Jesus fucking Christ,
Dude, the
Kate.
natural crits on this is insane. Absolutely wild. Okay, just a second.
Has Cade roll under like a fucking 15 today? Oh yeah.
No,
you
I don't
have.
think so.
The 112. That was her fucking worst roll. Goddamn.
Oh, yeah, there's no lighting in this one. For a second, I'll try to like, set
But
up the lighting.
that 12
Um,
still won that letter from you. Yeah.
That was bad.
Find
Cecil's
yourself-
waiting for her to finish investigating so he can
Bonk.
hit these with the sword.
Oh yeah.
And you find
is
yourself yourself more than one.
Oh shit. I am great.
And you also find
3.
you find 3.
Whee!
Zurg, it's still not like that bad, but I do want to let you know your audio seems to be getting more.
Yeah, I noticed before
Staticky.
this, like, it getting crackly, but it, like, got to 11, so I just had to, like, go with it. I
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with it because I have it going through a limiter. I have it going through a compressor. I'm staying away from the mic so that way I'm not crackling. And I have a couple of other stuff. I don't know what's up with it. And it's not going through any like
Weird.
Discord's noise compression. I made sure to try and turn as much of that off as I could because Discord just fucks all my audio settings, but it's just still fucked. I feel like sometimes I just need to like, whenever it gets fucked, like the virtual cables are just screwed and I just need to like full restart my computer.
What do you use as
I use
like your digital cable system?
voice meter, Banana,
Oh yeah.
which I heard everyone say like, hey, it's a good one, just use that. But it's giving me.
I had issues with it in the past, like the same exact thing where it was super staticky, and I just stopped using it.
Yeah. Maybe maybe I need to just stop routing it through there.
I don't know.
But I know
Cecil would now like
will-
to kill the pots.
Oh, okay. Kill the pots.
Let me get out of the way. Let me get out of the way.
Too late.
Okay.
I already spun. You're taking my weapon damage now.
No.
Yeah. A green rupee falls out.
Actually, it's 2 red rupees now. Wow.
Oh. All right. Is this a bookcase? Can we just look around the room?
Yeah, you can look around the room. So- Oh, yeah?
Can Snickers see where these cockroaches are coming from?
I fucking hate bugs.
They're coming from like all over the place, pretty much. They're sort of skittering about and scattering now that like life has entered this room. They're hidden in different barrels underneath the desk and in the walls themselves. They now seem to be like retreating into all the other various corners of the room.
Are they like full-size cockroaches like in the real world?
Yeah.
So they're like half of Snickers size?
No, a cockroach is not a foot and a half.
Snickers is very small.
Snickers is 3 inches.
Yes.
3 inches. 3 feet.
If that's how it's gonna work here, apparently, for the cockroaches being half her size. Cockroach is like 2 inches max.
Zurg's like, roll initiative. That's canon now.
Oh my god. I wanna, Snickers wants to hunt one.
Help?
Hunt.
Hunt.
Oh.
Oh my
Okay.
fucking god.
How are you
What would
hunting
that be?
it?
Just staring at it. And then, oh, I rolled a 13 for that. So she's staring at it.
Survival is
and
not what
then-
you'd roll for this.
What? It says
Survival
so.
is how you can survive in the wild.
Survival. Check to follow tracks. Hunt wild game. Guide.
I think it means for food, not
Yeah, for
fucking
food. Like, I know how to hunt caribou because I need to
Wait,
eat.
what would you hunt for this then? I mean, what would you roll for this?
It's a very different thing, so I'm looking right now of what I would roll for that. This is purely hunting for sport.
Yeah.
It's like a series of different rolls. Like, it would either be some stealth or insight to hide yourself from them so they don't notice you as you're staying stock still and looking at them, into a sleight of hand as you try and pick one up, or a acrobatics or athletics check to see if you can just overpower them from like when they try and run away from you.
Imagine a cockroach overpowering you.
No, it's just you overpowering the cockroach's speed.
I'd like to
Like,
rage.
are you athletic enough? If you want to rage, you can rage.
No. Okay, she's gonna stay still until one comes closer, and then she's gonna leap at it to catch it
Okay.
in her hand.
So what I'm gonna do then is you're gonna give me either a stealth or insight check to see if you're able to like stay stock still enough or like understand what they're seeing, so that way they don't notice you. 4, so not 1. You unfortunately are so excited by the thought of like, ooh, prey, that you're bouncing about without even realizing it, which just upsets the cockroaches even more as they skitter around trying to flee. You don't even get the chance to like jump at one because they've all like got the fuck out of there.
Oh. Okay. I want to just show Cecil. Oh. Okay.
Wow.
She
Anyway, Cecil, you wanted to look at a bookshelf, right?
Yeah, I'm looking at the bookshelf.
Okay.
I'm ignoring the whole scene behind me.
You find a journal entry.
I got the journal entry, boys.
Got the journal entry. I think I've solved it. I realized the error in the etched flesh that let the souls leak through their new hosts. I aim to commit this new act upon myself. For one, to assist the others in the higher floors while stemming the stone tide. But also, should I be wrong? Should my soul fade eventually? I can continue in my task. My first moments will be to bring another soul along with me. Willing, of course. I've already condemned enough to a new fate as is. Should this puppet become autonomous, it will enact what I did ad infinite. And hopefully, to any of the gargoyles who break through. But more importantly, should the true me wither away, I pray I will never hear another compliment again reverberate from the gray stone prison I have lived in this last year.
I'll pocket that. Can we get a screenshot of that in chat?
Yep, those I can.
Who would like to investigate again?
You would like to investigate? What are you investigating?
Yeah.
Fucking
This-
bugs.
No, this piece of
Shit.
stone marble right in front of me, it looks like it's a little lower than the other stone.
Oh,
so...
yeah, I'll give you this above table. I didn't make this map exactly, so that piece itself is just art.
So it's not like...
If there's
Hey,
like
there
one
could be
small
something under
detail, yeah, if there's like one small detail in the map where you're like, this seems a little different, chances are it's probably just the map's design for it. Like, it's not usually meant for something like that. But like larger objects that are placed in here, like the fact that there's a bookshelf, the fact that there's pots, those are things that I like place into the environment.
Okay. Well then, never mind. I'd like to investigate over here. Rummage through.
Okay. You're able to find a lot of alchemical
roll.
supplies. You don't need to investigate too much for this, because this one's like a free. Those barrels and sacks are filled with various alchemical supplies. Things that, like beakers and test tubes, some like potions that are mixed in between that you're not able to exactly sure if they're safe or not for consumption. And also a couple of like journals or book entries on the history of Aethon. And it seems that they've been like
Can I
scribbled
pick one of
and
them?
written around and shit. Yeah? You want to pick it up?
Can I pick? Yeah.
Totally. You have a history book on the history of Aethon, the world of Aethon.
Boy, we got this.
After the cockroach scramble of 84,
What's the
Snickers
scramble of
looks at-
84?
Yeah, Snicker looks at Rill, is like, oh, what do you have there? What's that?
With the real? I'm sorry.
Yeah, with Rill.
Okay, sorry, I was typing that in. It's a history book on Aethon. Not, I don't think I've ever heard of this place.
History.
Wait, can I roll a history check to see if I know Aethon?
Yeah, you can.
Fun?
No!
I also want to hold a history check.
Neither of you have ever heard of Aethon before. Mistress Landon said it.
Never heard of it. Other than when the ma'am said it.
The ma'am.
I only remember her saying English, but okay.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
she did! It was the world capital of Eblin. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Eblin is the world capital of the world of Aethon.
Yes.
Woo! Note taking for the win. Okay.
So what if it's a moving tower? How's moving tower?
Perfect. That's it, guys.
We did it. We figured it out. Take that.
And roll credits, everybody. Dun, 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 dun.
We walk off into the sunset. Cecil holds a fist to the sun. Roll credits.
Can we
Roll
check under
credits.
the table now?
Oh, I'll
Is there-
check on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll
let's go.
check under the table. All right.
Underneath the table, there's nothing on it, but on the table, I'll give you this one if you want to look on the table first.
No. Keep looking under. Try harder.
Okay, well, you keep looking underneath the table. There's nothing there.
Real, what's on the table? I can't see.
Well,
What's the table?
Snickers goes over. I mean, Real goes over and looks on top of the table.
On top of the table, there is there seems to be an array of magical artifacts that have all been tinkered with and are in various stages of repairness and brokenness. But in the center, at least, standing on a little pedestal with what seems to be black coated wires sticking out of it, and that end in red and blue prongs injected within this crystal ball is an orb of ethereal energies that swirl within it, and it seems that it is injected or is consumed with more of these strings of black.
So,
Real-
with my newfound arcana powers, I'm just kidding.
Arcane?
Arcade?
Yeah?
Where's
Yeah.
Jinx? Where is she?
My enemy.
Oh.
Dynasty's dystopia. Dynasty's dystopia.
Dynasties and dystopia. Dynasties and.
Real,
But
what's
yes.
up there?
It's an orb.
Real takes hold of the items, including the ethereal ball, picks it up and shows Snickers and Cecil if he is looking this way. This is what was on the table, Snickers.
Oh, it looks like that one ball. The one ball that Cecil took.
Yeah, I don't know if we should have him hold it, considering
Oh.
what happened last time.
Let me hold it.
Quickly. What are you doing with the orb?
So Real would like to look around at the wires and the red and blue prongs you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
and investigate and see if maybe she thinks that this is something that could be used on the machine that Kark was at in the beginning.
Go for it.
Investigate. Where is it? Oh.
I just need to blast Dynasties and Dystopia now. Sorry.
The black strings show themselves extruding from the orb. That it's an odd magic that you've never seen before. Something that feels like a completely different kind of mindset would have made something like this from any of the magics that you know in this world. But even connects to this orb, you're not exactly sure. It feels like the strings with their red and blue endings sort of just fray out, and it's almost like at the end of those prongs, you can see these strings de-threading into their various strands as they hook themselves over the orb. You're not exactly sure how it connects or what it does.
So now, with my arcana, can I look into the orb?
Yes, you can look into the orb. What are you trying to look through into the orb with your arcana? Are you trying to figure out what manner of magic it is?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to discover if this is the puppet magic. Yes, that's more like it.
Okay. So that is just a second. I have to pull up my notes for it. It is, with your Arcana, you're able to tell this magic's, like, it oozes the magics of the school of mysticism.
School of mysticism.
Whatever magic is within it, it is in the school of mysticism.
Mysticism being.
Well, a lot of things is in the school of mysticism of D&D.
Oh
Here.
no.
It's like a little bit of a thing for it. Here, let me pull up what exactly mysticism all entails.
Is it Power Rangers Mystic Force?
No. So all of magic can be taken into different schools of magic. For instance, all of this, there are 8 different schools. There's conjuration, necromancy, evocation, abjuration, transmutation, mysticism, enchantment, and illusion. So that is where they all fall within each other. And mysticism. I need to actually like pull it up now because there's like a whole post on like what each one actually means. There we go. Mysticism. The magical school of mysticism is centered around revealing and granting knowledge and information to the caster. Useful for reading ancient scripts, identifying magical items, seeing invisible enemies, or bringing yourself to where more knowledge can be found. Low levels would be spells like Identify or Find Traps, mid-level Scrying and Locate Creature, high level True Seeing, Foresight, Teleportation.
Teleportation, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Am I? Well, I don't think. Hang on.
Sure thing.
Okay. Can I roll Arcana again to figure out if I know about School of Mysticism? Wow. No, if I know of mysticism magic.
That's what the Arcana roll was for. You know of mysticism magic, and you're able to identify it.
Oops. Okay, sorry.
That's all good.
I know.
That's what that roll was for. Like you, as anyone that can do any magic, you know the 8 schools, and it's Arcana rolls are more to like identify like what school is this. From there, you would need to do more tests and things to figure out what exactly the spell might be imbued within it.
Okay. Rill would like to hand it over to Snickers for safekeeping in her backpack.
What was that last bit about the school of mysticism that you said? Because it kind of cut out before the knowledge. Did it say something about riddles?
It did not say anything about riddles, no.
Okay, I thought that was one.
No, it was saying the magical
Get a
school of
screenshot of it.
mysticism is centered around revealing and granting knowledge and information to the caster. Useful for reading ancient scripts, identifying magical items, and seeing invisible enemies. That being said, really quickly though, Cade, you said you went to go grab the orb, correct?
Went to what? You cut off.
You went to grab the orb, correct?
Yes.
Okay. As you grab the orb, you're not able to exactly put it in your backpack because immediately energies of aether start swirling around the 3 of you. The wires themselves detach. The frayed ends recoiling, rebinding themselves before they lay on the table. Light encompasses all 3 of you, and you find yourselves more different.
Cool. Where are we? Hey, where's
Ah!
Cecil? There he is.
I'm on a table.
So I presume Real looks at her hands and is the fuck wow, I'm blanking
Cecil
on the name
does the
of
same.
is the crystal ball still there? Do I still
The
have
crystal
it?
ball is still in your hands, yes. And surrounded around you is a room that looks unlike anything else you've ever seen. A room of metal, of tin. Various lights seem to be flashing and blipping around you. And on the table are these odd colored objects, rectangles in nature with prodded holes on their bottom right-hand side. A dial is strewn between where they would normally have like prongs or a handle or anything of the sort that you've handled before. And as you teleport in, you notice that on the other side of the wall, a long script of paper starts feeding itself out of the wall with various markings and incantations written upon it. And that, we'll take a quick break as I fix some audio issues.
Perfect timing. Holy shit. I was just gonna say, I'm sorry, I have to be right back.
No worries then. Cool. We're gonna take a quick timer. Be back.
Okay.
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 For everyone else on stream, a quick BRB. See you guys in a bit.
What?
We're here.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Hey, so as a quick test, do I sound any different?
You sound a
good.
lot better.
Hey, cool.
What you
Love
have
that.
to fix?
Zero crackle.
I actually just rerouted all my virtual cables and uninstalled voice meter.
Woo!
So
Fuck you, voice meter.
fuck
You know who
voice
this
meter.
stream isn't sponsored by? Voice meter. That's right.
Never
Look on him.
download.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anti-sponsor.
Anti-sponsors. We love them. Okay, but cool. Glad that my voice ain't fucking like shit talking through a tin can anymore. Now with all of that being done, you guys have found yourselves in a very interesting spot here. As you've been teleported, just to like reiterate where we are, because it was sort of like getting fucked up. Like even my audio was becoming crackly.
Dude, you actually sound so clear right now. I forgot like what you sound like normally. This is crazy.
It's
Wow.
well, it's a good thing it worked now then. Okay, you guys have found yourselves in a room filled with metal and tin. Rectangles and squares adorn the walls, and objects colored and made of odd material, pricked with pinholes on one side of it, sort of lay over the table with odd black bricks and a thick string coming out of one of them. Meanwhile, on the wall to the west, it seems that there's a mirror that displays an odd green light, and from beneath it, a long piece of parchment starts ticking down, or like printing out more incantations, scribing them with no scribe in sight. Meanwhile, Snickers is standing on the table.
Okay. Real would like to attempt to read the scroll that's being written as they stand there.
Okay. You go through and you see the parchment that is being inscribed upon, and as it slowly grows longer and longer, you're not able to make out a lot of what it says. It seems to be almost gibberish in a sense, but peppered in between, you see familiar stanzas. The name of the sound: rewind, remind, rebind. Endless carpet prisms. And as you're reading this, you notice that on the walls themselves, once again, written in the blood, are those same stanzas. They are writing themselves right now before you. And you even hear in your head once more, one of the few times it is finally spoken back to you. Rewind the cassette, rewind the cassette, rewind the cassette. Repeat the word, repeat the word, repeat the word.
Guys, I got it. Cecil pulls out his pocket dictionary, and we're just gonna go through every word.
We're just
Eventually,
gonna
one
go-
of these is gonna be right.
Yep.
Okay, Aardvark.
No.
Fuck.
It's like the voice is also telling him, just like, no.
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 What's after Aardvark?
Okay, while Cecil is doing that, Real will continue to investigate other items on the table.
You see,
Snickers.
oh yeah?
Oh, Snickers wants to get off the table and wants to go to the mirror instead.
Okay. You can go to the mirror.
Where-
The mirror is about 6 feet tall. It's over on the west end.
Here?
It is right here.
West End? The west side?
Right here.
West side of that room. Yep.
West Side.
West Side Story.
West side?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ardwolf?
Then
No, what? Our wolf?
It's a word.
No, it is not. I'm not going to tell you yes or no's for these words. Fuck off.
Abacterial?
We're going to go with Snickers first, since Rill has been able to do one interaction. Snickers scrambled off the table, and you're looking up at this glowing mirror emanating a green light. It seems that there's things inscribed upon it.
Can she read them?
Nope.
Is it because I'm not tall enough?
Yep.
Psst, pretty boy. You know how you seem like you want to chuck me?
What?
Can you lift me?
Cecil lifts Snickers.
Thank you.
Cecil lifts Snickers. Here, just a second. I'm gonna.
How much does Snickers weigh? I feel like I've asked this before.
How much
I
does
don't-
Snickers weigh?
I don't know, to be honest. Yeah, let me look up what a 3-year-old. I mean, sorry.
3-year-old. Yeah.
Exactly
I
what
feel like-
Snickers is, a 3-year-old.
I feel like the horns are hollow, so that takes away a lot of the weight.
Well, one of them is stone now, though.
Oh.
She's around 70 pounds. 75 with the stone horn.
It's fine.
Cool.
Snickers.
You. What? Sorry.
Cecil lifts.
Yes, Cecil lifts.
Cecil does lift, actually. Yeah.
Cecil lifts Snickers to see the glowing mirror, and in the glowing mirror, you see a depiction in very erratic staccato lines that don't seem to connect, yet they still form an image in your head of what can only be seen as a schematic of a tower with bricks being laid upon one another.
Can she take her hand and she stretches it out and like points a finger at one of the ends and then like kind of drags it to the other? Does that do anything?
Yes. From which direction did you do it? Like to the left, to the right, or?
Left to right.
The left to the left.
The tower starts rotating in space, but it's odd in a way. Like these lines move by themselves, and when you start dragging it to the left, to the right, some side panels even start appearing over there, where transcriptions, other information written in common is not really your pay grade that you can understand what they say, but it seems to be describing parts of the tower. It even has more of these staccato dotted lines connecting themselves to different parts of the tower.
You
can
Snickers
also
looks up. Oh yeah, no.
I was just gonna say, do you like continue swiping at it?
Well, first Snickers looks back at Cecil and says, "I did something," and then she tries to connect some other dots. Like maybe there's a. I don't think she completely knows what she's doing or how she's affecting it, but it seems to be a map, is what she's figured. It's like maybe if you go this way, and then this way.
As you connect various dots and things, you see those panels or side inscriptions turn into other kinds of objects. What appears to be a part of a castle connected to the lower part of the tower, what seems to be connected, or what looks to be a fort of wood connected to the middle of the tower. And at the very top is what looks to be a study, an introspect, or like a almost like better way to describe this would be like, you know, one of those games where you look down and you can see the isometric view of like a room.
Mm-hmm.
It would look like that, but like filled with all of these odd metal tin bits and rectangles all over each other, displayed over into the top of the tower.
Look, Cecil.
Cecil puts Snickers down.
Oh!
Cecil picks Snickers back up.
Yay.
Cecil puts Snickers back down.
Yep, wait for that one.
Cecil now picks Snickers back up.
Yay.
Anyways, Rill, you were looking for something, correct?
Yeah, I was just investigating more of what was on the table.
More on the table. Okay, you see weird bricks of red and black that have these pinholes, like beaten into them in various parts. There's dials extruding from them as well.
Oh my god.
And even on one of them, there seems to be a long metal rod extruding from the top of it, pointing upwards to the ceiling. It has smooth ridges built within it.
Rill looks at that one with the metal sticking out, looks up at the ceiling where the metal, looks back down and grabs it to feel it and see if she can figure out what it could possibly be.
You're manipulating the metal coming out of that brick, correct?
The whole thing, the metal and the brick.
Oh, okay. As you pick it up, the metal rod starts swaying as it's not exactly affixed to any position, and it immediately actually falls down, like pointing down towards the ground. Whereas the brick itself just sort of lifelessly just stares back. Nothing on it going. But you see, looking closer at it now that you're holding it, that there also seems to be another piece of parchment stuck within the brick with numbers written on it and a red arrow pointing to one of them that currently says 88.9.
88.9. Rill thinks to herself, is 88.9 the succession rate at which the puppets are able to be made, or the danger level in terms of the tower, at the rate the tower is being built? And walks over to Snickers and Cecil and shows them the paper, the parchment.
The parchment paper with all the poem stuff on it? Okay.
With the 9.
Oh, the parchment that's stuck within the brick. You can't take the parchment to them. It's stuck inside the brick.
Oh, well then I take the brick over
Okay.
and show them. Look!
The brick, as you're holding it, is smooth in your hands. Not rough or bumpy like most bricks you've seen before, made of like plaster and other materials. Whatever this is a material you've never held before.
Cecil puts Snickers back down.
Sorry, I was picking up my own gremlin. Oh!
Can it's like, what is that? Can Cecil look at the brick?
Rill hands it over to Cecil.
Cecil inspects it.
Okay. What are you just trying to like get a lay of what this brick thing is?
Cecil's very impressed by the craftsmanship behind this brick.
Okay.
He's like feeling it.
It feels smooth to your hand. Again, this material is something you've never really held before. It feels almost too perfect in a way.
If I knock on it, what does it sound like?
Like that.
Okay. And then Cecil will hand it to Snickers.
Ooh, and you said it feels almost too perfect, right?
It almost feels too perfect. The only imperfection in it would be these pinholes that have been like almost. There's some blacksmith must have like just hammered them into one side, and then right near the middle, vertically lined on this brick, is one smooth ridge that goes around the entire piece.
The only imperfection is Cecil isn't holding it anymore.
Oh my god. Can we smell it?
You can always do these things.
Wow.
Like, I'll just tell you what you smell.
Just taking Snickers' whole identity, huh?
Remember, fish has better snoot.
Real sniffs.
Real sniffs. Sniff and flick.
I guess we're. Oh God. I guess we're just taking each other's character traits now.
Apparently. There's suddenly a darkness within Rill.
No.
Rill is announcing what she's doing with the brick, and then I'm gonna turn to Snickers and say, "What's she doing with the brick?"
What's she doing?
Very loudly.
My
Cade.
party members are turning on me.
A fight breaks out in the room. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative. I'm
Okay.
a puppet now.
Didn't you see that performance roll? He's a natural. Initiative 17. Investigation of 16. The brick smells like nothing to you. Like, there's no scent coming off of this whatsoever.
Okay.
Wait, did you see the mirror? Snickers says to Rill.
No.
Look. And she points at it. Like, there are these dots, and I was connecting them. And there was rumbling. Did you hear the rumble?
Might have heard the rumble, kind of ignored it as I was, rummaging through papers, and then I found this brick.
Oh, well, usually during earthquakes, you should be under a table.
Well, being in the ocean, earthquakes happen below you, and you're just kind of floating there,
No, I don't think I learned how to swim very well. I mean, I can try, but the best I can do is kind of keep my head up above water.
Wait, above table question.
Yeah.
If Snickers's horns are hollow, does that mean she can float some?
Well, are they hollow? If we're going with general Yole biology, they're definitely not hollow.
Oh, I just went with
What
With what? Yeah.
Yeah. It got me wondering.
I guess no, I just sink.
Okay.
But she does her diddly darnest to keep her head above water.
Lashings. Okay. Yeah, I Rail tells Snickers about finding the brick and such, and then looks over at the schematic of the tower on the mirror
Cool.
that was mentioned before.
You see this odd glowing green schematic of the tower as it's building itself brick by brick. And over on the side, there is still these connected dotted lines of almost miniature bricks of themselves. You thought they were going to fly to the tower, but no, they're leading to these other sketches in their own primitive writing or transcriptions of, again, the castle, the study, or the castle, the fort, and then the study.
Real, what is it? Investigation or perception to see if the brick that Snickers is holding, if the dots have the same dots that are on the mirror.
They do not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The study that is seen on the map, mirror map, is it the same? Does it look like the same study that we were in before?
It does not. Or sorry. The study, the one at the very bottom, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that does not look like anything you've been in before.
I mean, Snickers is gonna try to look for something else around the room because she can't see the mirror without Cecil holding her.
Real tries to touch them.
You touch the screen and then you cut out.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Yeah.
She cut out and I was like, did I get disconnected? That was like a perfect cut.
It was a very perfect cut. I was like, huh?
I was panicking. I was checking my internet.
Real, what were you trying to do with the screen?
I just touched it. That's all.
You touch it? A little ripple of glowing energy meets you. In fact, for you, you feel a small shock of a thing, almost like your finger's a little fuzzy now on top of your wet scales.
Oh,
Fuzzy.
fuck.
Fuzzy, but when you look at it, it's definitely the same as it was before, but it feels that way, almost numb for a second before it regains its feeling.
You should do an arcane check.
Okay. Arcana check. Hey.
You have no
What the
idea
fuck?
what school of magic this is.
Damn.
Damn. Okay.
This is a magic you have never seen before.
Well, Rill backs away slowly, knowing what'll happen if she touches it again, and proceeds to just look around the room.
Cecil, is there anything that you would like to do?
Cecil looks at Snickers. Do you feel that stone horn of yours?
When I'm standing like this, no, not really. I mean, it's a little heavier, but I kind of got used to it. Now, I only remember when I touch it and she reaches up and touches it.
You want to touch your horn?
What? You want to touch horns together?
No, do you want to touch your horn to the thing? The screen or the mirror, whatever the fuck it is?
Sure.
Alright.
What's the worst that can happen?
Yeah, Cecil will assist.
Okay, so you lift Snickers, and she touches her stone horn to the mirror.
Yes. What happens?
A gentle green pulse happens, just like when it was touched before, but Snickers feels nothing, and nothing else happens on the screen.
Okay.
Can you push me in? Like, you know.
Like Alice through the looking glass?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You start smushing her face against the mirror, and there's an imprint left when you take it out of a little bit of drool.
Rill runs over and looks at it. True work of art.
I call this one bold and brash.
Okay, Cecil.
How series constructs itself to be, you know, like Snickers' face, right?
Sure.
Cecil,
I think it's Cecil's turn to try now. It shocked a fish. It did nothing to a yole. What will it do to a human?
Cecil will take one of his gloved hands and poke it.
It has a gentle ripple of these dotted or bricked lines that pulse out from where you touched it on the mirror.
Okay. Cecil will take the hand that he touched the mirror on, and he will gently touch the stone horn of Snickers.
Yeah.
And we'll secretly cast light while doing so to light up Snickers' horn. It had and then Cecil says it had a reaction.
Oh my god.
Light floods the room as you see around you with a what color is this light?
Just normal yellowish light.
Okay,
we'll
so
say.
like a yellow tungsten light floods
Well,
the room.
think like an LED. Actually, we'll make it like a white light.
A white
One of
light?
Those annoying
Okay.
white lights.
Oh, disgusting. Okay. The ambiance of the room ruined by this large, bright white light just casting itself over everything. You see all the grime and the muck that's been like accumulated on these metal tin objects.
Rilla's touching the wall as she goes around, walking. Is this a door?
That is, assume that is a door, but that it is locked if you try and open it right now. It is a door, though. That does exist.
Okay.
Ooh.
Let's find the key.
Wait, no
what?
one's saying anything about the glowing horn?
I did. Okay. Snickers goes like, oh, magic. Weird. I thought my magic would be like green for some reason.
Nature magic.
Snickers magic.
Oh, wait. Is that a door?
Yeah, now that we
Why?
can see it clearly.
Why, yes it is, Snickers.
Might open.
You try to open it, and it stays firmly in place.
We have to find a key.
Oh, we gotta pull instead of push. Okay, I pull on it.
And it opens up.
Okay.
Really?
No, it's stuck in place. Snickers, get back in the room.
Well, why don't we just
The DM
break
on the
lock?
other side holds the door closed, like, stop.
Why don't we just break the door?
What is this?
Why didn't I think of that? Is it a wooden door? What is that?
What kind of door is it? Yeah.
So, it is a door of metal. It looks
Oh.
like it has one singular piece of sheet, just almost like blanketing or curtaining that portion of the wall. And it has an odd extra metal brick on top of it with numbers written on the top and
Oh.
extra like indentations.
Investigate that brick.
Get back here. You're our best roller.
I'm here. Hang on. Rolling?
Rolling?
Oh, yeah.
On the top of this brick, next to the indentations of numbers, there's another mirror. Nothing really or showing on it. Nothing being transcribed like the dotted glowing bricks of before, but right underneath it are the indentations of numbers going 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Cecil, pick me up. Touch my horn to that. Look. Okay, worked before. Let's do it again.
All right, yeah, I do that.
You touch her horn to the other mirror that is showing nothing, and when you put it down,
go ahead,
nothing
sorry.
happens.
Okay, but when it touches,
Yeah.
I stop the light spell, so it stops right when it touches.
Oh, okay. Huh.
That seems to have the adverse reaction.
It's like what's it called? A light switch. Yes.
Hang on, sorry.
Hanging?
Thinking?
Thinking?
So with my big brain, no, I'm just kidding. Who has the brick again?
Right
think
now,
Snickers?
Snickers has it.
Yeah.
Snickers, may I see the brick?
Yeah, hold on. I checked it at the
Snickers.
door.
Snickers.
Oh,
Snickers has
Please.
been balancing the brick on her head the whole time.
please don't break the brick.
No. I just chuck it at the door. Doesn't do anything.
Brick.
You chucked it at the door?
Yeah.
Okay. Just a second.
Oh my god.
You
That
broke
fucks a
our
lot
only
of
way out.
uh,
Oh no.
Snickers!
You throw the smooth brick at the metal door, and it bounces off the metal door and shatters on the ground below you. As it breaks, you see that the smooth brick right along where that one imperfect indentation was on it running vertically is split apart perfectly from that point into two pieces, and the interior has now a lot of metal bits and extra of these black wire or black strings that you saw beforehand are spilling out of one side of it, while the other seems to be almost like a hollow interior, where it, like a back end of a shell that could just be placed back on.
Real picks up both pieces of the brick and attempts to put them back together.
You try and just push them back together, and you can hear one part of it sort of like click, and it stays together, but the other part just, it doesn't seem to exactly want to hold purchase because the rest of these metallic strings are just pouring out of the other end of it and are not fitting in. They're not stuffing in correctly into where they should be.
Real design.
Sorry, you can hear a quiet.
Okay, Rill gets the end that has all the wires and lifts it up to the brick that's above the door or above the mirror.
Oh,
Yeah.
so no, wait. I to better describe this, right where like the handle would be is where the metallic brick is on the door, and the
Oh, okay.
mirror is on top of that brick.
Oh, okay, so puts it towards the handle brick
Mm-hmm.
to see if it reacts in any way.
It does not react.
Damn it. Rill passes the brick along to Cecil. Your turn.
Your turn.
Okay. I'd like to roll brick reforging.
Yeah, sure. Just cast the spell so I can read its description.
Yeah. Hold on, I gotta type this spell out.
You gotta type the spell out? No, beyond 20, if you just cast it, it'll automatically display it for you.
Yeah, I gotta, yeah, hold on.
Sure thing.
Custom spell.
Custom
Brick.
spell.
Reforging.
Brick break.
Brick break is what Snickers cast.
Once a
Oh,
day,
you're right.
automatically repair a brick. Magical or non-magical.
This whole time she's just like, "Eh, eh."
Okay.
Why are you like this, Snickers?
Why are you like
I told you no, and you did it anyway.
I like how your mic is also cutting out half of your crying, so I just don't get the worst parts, which is so thankful for.
Who's mine? Or Snickers?
Are you crying?
Snickers. Yeah, is Real crying?
Yeah, I said, I was like, I told you not to.
Okay, that's different than Snickers just sitting in the corner going,
Perfect.
yeah, how's that spell going?
Good.
Okay. Do you want to do anything?
Just gonna like hit them together, like gently. Just
So one part has already been locked in, but the other part just, you keep trying to force it in, and the rest of these metal strings just keep pouring out of the thing. You also see that there's
Wait,
some
I have
odd
a
metal
spell.
bits, and 2 cylinders even pop out of the back end that have transcriptions on them.
I'll hand it back to Rill. Look.
What did the transcription say?
On the cylinders?
Yeah.
Do you want to look at them?
I handed it to Rill and said, "Look, transcriptions on the back of it."
On these cylinders that popped out, there are transcriptions on the top and the bottom, one having a plus, the other having a minus.
It's a magnet.
Batteries.
Oh.
So match them up, Cecil.
Well, I handed it to you.
What?
You guys are just passing it to each other, going, "You deal with it. I don't fuck
Potato.
technology."
Okay. Can you repeat what you were telling Cecil about the negative and the positive so I can try and figure this out?
On the top of one of both of the cylinders is a plus. On the bottom of both of the cylinders is a minus.
Ooh. Snickers, put your hand on the plus. I'll put my hand on the minus.
Does he actually say that?
Something to that extent.
Okay.
Cecil just says put your hand here.
Okay, she feels bad, so she does.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
No.
Damn, I thought for sure it'd be the negative one.
Swap.
Oh, swap. Oh, I'm the positive one. You're right. Okay, we swapped. Does anything happen?
No, nothing.
Damn it. I don't know. We've tried everything.
Real tries to match the brick to the positive and the negative end with the wires.
Okay, so
Not sure of what to do anymore.
on the back end of that hollow shell where the cylinders popped out of, you try and put them back in. There's a spring on these two indentations. You try and put them back into that slot. How do you put them in?
Gently. Just slip them in as best as I can.
The spring gives a little bit of resistance, as if it doesn't want the cylinders to be loaded back into it.
Alright guys, let me go grab this metal pipe over here. We'll shove it in.
Oh!
Just kidding.
That sounded like a good reaction. Go forward with that plan.
Yeah.
That's metagaming, don't do this. Wait, but real, you got what I was meaning about, like, the spring, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It means it's just not the piece.
No.
Oh.
You had it earlier.
What do you
Okay,
mean?
I was trying to just do a chump check, and the chump check failed, so...
My big brain is starting to shrink.
It could be on the way I described it. I'll just give this to you. When you were trying to put the cylinder in, the spring was giving a little bit of resistance back, like how it would on a battery.
Oh, I'm a fucking idiot.
You just need to push a little with a little bit more effort and lock it in.
You know, just angle one side in first and then jam the other one down.
Yes. And it locks into place, and then you get the other one and it locks into place. But the brick itself is still not connected, and nothing happens. But you have put the cylinders back in their spot.
Where's that piece of metal? We'll bang on the door.
The piece of metal that's
Is it right
sticking
here?
out of the brick?
No, that was sticking out of the brick.
Yeah, it's still sticking out of the brick. It's just angled towards the ground right now because you picked it up and it lost it's no longer sturdy.
I thought it had fallen completely. My
No,
bad.
it didn't fall completely.
What if you twist it?
Bop it. Twist it.
Pull it.
Do you want to pull on the metal rod sticking out of this?
I guess
That's
we'll
a trick
pull.
question.
Yes.
Oh no. I want to readjust it to what it was before.
Okay. You
Angle
readjust
upward.
it to what it was before, and it seems that it doesn't want to hold in position. When you let go of it, it falls back down.
What if you twist and then you open the door? You push. You twist and you push.
Oh,
Oh, like a-
Snickers is on the door.
Oh, my bad.
Rill is on the brick. But Snickers, if you want to do something with the door, you can.
I lean against the door dramatically.
And nothing happens. The metal The metal, non-budging, seems to be an apt representation of you forcing yourself upon everyone else.
Whoa!
But it goes right over Snicker's low head.
Oh my god. She dramatically drags her feet to the other side. I'm not help. What is this?
What is what?
This.
That's
That
what I
side
said earlier.
is a bunch of metal strings appearing out of the wall, and they emerge, and they also subsequently go back into the wall. There's various different configurations of these that all seem to be roaming without. You're not exactly sure what they connect to or what their purpose could be, what kind of metal strings go around these places, but that's what's over there. Actually, next to it as well, is right next to those metal wires is a metal, once again, a large metal cube that seems to have a little bit of an indentation on it and a dial protruding from it. The dial, when you look closer at it, is inscribed with a bunch of numbers from 0 to 99 with little tick marks.
Oh.
Stickers.
Wait, no, go back. Oh, see. Snickers grabs that cube, and she runs towards like.
You cannot grab the cube.
I fixed it.
The cube is attached to the wall.
Okay, she grabs it and she pulls, and then she ricochets back and slams into the wall.
Damn.
Okay.
We can tell you worked in the cartoon business.
Now that she can't show off that and make it seem like she found another brick, she just like turns the knob. 0, 1, 2.
You hear a small little like ticking inside, or not a ticking, like a clicking inside going.
Oh man. You're lucky you changed it from ticking.
Yeah.
I would not have let that go.
Yeah. A small like clicking going as you like turn the dial going from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3.
And then she stops at 9.
Okay. You stop at 9.
Where does the clicking come from? Does the brick?
It comes from like inside the large metal cube.
Can I investigate to see if there is any changes or?
If there's any changes, I can give this one to you for free. There's been no changes.
Okay.
Turning the dial to 9 does not do that at all. But you do
Turn it to 11.
As you were turning the dial, turn it to 11. As you were turning the dial, you do notice that as you were like sort of like pulling on the dial to change the numbers, the metal indentation, what looks to be like an extra door inlaid into the metal cube, like had a little bit of give to it, almost as if like it wants to be unlocked.
She keeps going until she reaches 14.
Okay.
Like Final Fantasy 14, esteemed MMORPG.
Critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14?
Critically acclaimed Final Fantasy 14. MMORPG.
Gosh, gotta get
You
the
tried.
copy pasta right. Here, don't worry. We got you. Have you ever
right.
wanted to play critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14 that has a free trial up until level 60, including the Heavensward expansion? Play now.
Wait, where's the no limit on...
Oh, with no
Playtime.
limit on playtime?
Yeah. I was like, wait.
I wanted to get a pass there. Okay, you want the full copy pasta?
Yeah, hit me with it.
Oh, Jesus.
I have it permanently copied on my phone.
Do you?
Yeah.
We take a break now for a word from our sponsors.
Raid Shadow Legends.
A word from our sponsors. Final Fantasy XIV with new expansion Endwalker. Out now. Play now. Download. Did you know that critically acclaimed Final Fantasy or MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV has a free trial and includes the entirety of A Realm Reborn and the award-winning Heavensward expansion up until level 60 with no restrictions on playing time? Sign up and enjoy Eorzea today.
Whoa. Okay, so
I don't think we can
Yeah.
top that. I think we just stop now.
Okay. It is 1:45. We had 15 minutes until the end if you guys do want to pick up here next session.
I'm fine with that.
Wait. Can I try one thing before?
Sure.
Or ask one thing before?
Sure.
So you know how the brick broke in half? What happened
Yes.
to the parchment that was in it?
Ooh, the parchment that was in it seems to be encased in another of that smooth material in that part of the shell. If you look at it, you can see where that piece of parchment was, but there's like a rectangular bit jutting out of the same material, almost like a mold that encases it, unable to reach.
Okay. So if I tell Snickers, what you got there, Snickers?
a knob.
How far does the knob go?
99.
What if you try 88.9?
Okay.
FM or AM?
AM or PM?
AM.
Um,
AM radio.
and she turns it all the way to 88, and then right before hitting 90, she stops halfway.
For 88.9. I love that. Cool. You turn the dial to 88, almost 90. Or almost
Does anything
89.
happen?
No, nothing happens.
Drat.
The way he says it, no, nothing happens.
Did you genuinely think that was a solution?
Hey, you gotta try everything, you know?
Stacy's mom starts playing on the medieval radio. Stacy, can you come over?
Okay, at least one person got it. I was afraid for a bit, man. I'm like, I get they're in character, but man, I really hope they got the hint of what this brick is. But what will happen in this room? Will they be able to get their way out of this strange new place that they found
No.
themselves in? You can find out next time on
Don't bother.
A Silent Echo. Okay, maybe don't tune in then, or maybe do if you want to
Oh,
see.
do. It's going to be entertaining, but we won't get out.
We won't get out. But we'll see that on session 5 of A Silent Echo. We'll see you all then.
Wouldn't it be 9?
Bye.
You guys...
Oh, session 9. Oh my god. Dude, my mind is so bleh. I woke up like right before this session. I just want you guys to know this. I was up until 6, 7 a.m. again.
Oh, dude, we were up at the same time.
Hey, as you got up, I went to bed.
Same.
No, I mean, I also stayed up, like, pretty
Oh,
much
you
all
did?
night.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. But what will happen on the next session, we'll find out next time. I'll see you guys then. Until then, goodbye.